What is up, y'all? It's your boy Batmac back at it again with the Patriots Connected franchise, and here we go in week 4 of this year 2 season. So, we've been frustrated a little bit lately. I mean, we're 2-1. We won 65-44 last week against the Chicago Bears. Right now, Tom Brady is first in yards and touchdowns, but his QBR is not the best, so we definitely want to start looking to that. We want to look for less turnovers. He's been sacked 16 times in 3 games, so that's absolutely horrible. So we really need to protect Tom Brady if we want him to last another season, which I doubt he's going to do, but I'm hoping he does. And, well, let's take a look at this. We need to sign James Devlin back. That is a must. So hopefully, man, he wants more money. All right, so, I mean, there's just a lot of things that we really need to look at. James Devlin, we might even have to look at signing him at the end of the season because Trey Flowers and Malcolm Brown and Eric Rowe, those 3 are like the main guys we really need to sign. So James Devlin, we might have to look into, signing it later. If I can't do anything that great, you can always get a fullback. Like, weirdly enough, you can always get a fullback with like superstar development for some weird reason. And so, I mean, right now we're in the bye week, so just to be honest, like, it's just crazy how to think. How crazy you can really like do some of this stuff. Like, fullbacks really get like, it's always funny because like when you scout players, like they'll be from small schools, and they'll have like superstar development or quick development and just other things like that. But and fullback, I can get like a 7th round fullback, like a fullback in the 7th round, and he'll have like superstar development for some weird reason. And then, fullbacks don't really get a lot of protection, but I just need a big guy there to block. So James Devlin, I really love you, buddy, but you're asking for more money, and that means we might have to let you go, especially at age 30. The rest of our base of our team is pretty young, so we really need to start getting this offense younger. So James Devlin might have to let you go if you want more money. We'll evaluate that later in the season. Without further ado, let's jump into this game against the Green Bay Packers. Before I start, I'm gonna scout some players, and I'm gonna get done with the weekly training. But I will see you guys in the game. Here we go. Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers. Hey, can anybody really be, worried about? Man, who wouldn't be excited about this game? Pass yards allowed, they've allowed more. Okay, so their defense is a little bit worse than ours. That's good to see. Okay, we already played their division, rival, the Chicago Bears, but now we're going up in Lambeau, and we got to play Aaron Rodgers on a primetime game. This is probably the last time Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers will face off unless they see each other in the Super Bowl this season, because Tom Brady will more than likely retire after this season, which is really sad to say. I really don't want him to go, obviously, but hey, everybody's time comes to an end, so it's time for the last matchup, possibly for 2 of the greatest QBs of all time. Gotta see who's better. Let's find out. So here we go. The Green Bay Packers getting the ball first. And here they go in a 3rd and 8 situation. As Aaron Rodgers hits Devontae Adams on a beautiful catch. Should have never been a catch, but all right. So now 1st and 10. Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers under center. Hands it off to Ty Montgomery, who gets a big run. Malcolm Butler with the saving tackle, along with Dante Hightower tag teaming him. So now they are deep in the red zone. Now they're here. They're going to 2nd and goal. Defense needs to get a stop, but they don't, because that was just an absolutely gaping hole. And Ty Montgomery gets a touchdown for the Green Bay Packers. They easily go up 7-0. early off in the game at home against my New England Patriots. So we did absolutely nothing with the ball, really. We wasted a little bit of time on the clock, but we didn't do anything with the ball. Nothing really exciting happened. So now here they go, and our defense gets a sack on Aaron Rodgers. Coney Ely, coverage sack by our defense yet again, because we don't have a pass rusher still to this day. But our coverage is very good down the field. It's actually very, very underrated, and we're actually really lucky that we have the secondary that we have, because otherwise everybody would carve us up. But yep, good sack, Coney Ely. So now here they go on a 3rd and 23, still up 7-0. Aaron Rodgers trying to sit up in this pocket, and that's a lot of time in the pocket, but sack. Coverage sack once again, but this time Trey Flowers brings him down to force a 4th down and give Tom Brady back the ball. Good plays. Good play. Ty Montgomery should have never slowed Trey Flowers like that. So here we go in a 1st and 10 situation late in the first quarter. Tom Brady trying to make some changes, hits Gronk down the field and get him right outside of the red zone. So now here we go on a 1st and goal from the 9. Tom Brady drops back in the pocket and gets sacked by Mike Daniels. Fantastic. We end up just settling for a field goal on that drive, and then Green Bay, stopping Green Bay and forcing them to punt. So now here we go, standing in the pocket. Tom Brady hits Gronk down the field. So we're getting Gronk a lot more involved in this game because, I mean, he's the best tight end of all time. Why wouldn't we get him involved? I mean, we're working him up to get the best tight end of all time. Woo! Like I said, working him way up. Tom Brady stand up in the pocket with pressure in his face, hitting Gronk down the field. Oh yeah, so this happened. So we got doing the same audibles that we did last week with James Devlin. Bo Scarborough drops it. So we decided to do the same thing, except this time we got Zach Zenner back there, and I get way too confident in that play, as I clearly miss the wide open Gronk. Decide to try to lob it, and Clay Matthews ultimately picks us off. So that was just me just being way overconfident. That was just dumb. Should have thrown it to Gronk. I just got way too eyeballed on that one route. But anyways, we end up stopping them, getting the ball back. Oh, and Tom Brady gets sacked by Mike Daniels again. So here we go on a 3rd and 23 after that sack. Tom Brady stands up in the pocket. No pressure. Ooh, and Brandon Cooks yet again. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks and Gronk are our main receivers now. Julian Edelman has slowed down a lot, surprisingly. He's still sure hands, but he's slowed down a lot, so it's a lot harder to get him open. But Brandon Cooks has not lost a step. If anything, he's only gotten better. As you guys can clearly see, as he's just burning that entire Packers defense easily. So before halftime, Aaron Rodgers, he knows it's down 10-7, so he's trying to hurry up. But we call some, make a good coverage call and get a cover to Malcolm Butler, who led the league in interceptions last season. Picks off Aaron Rodgers for the pick 6. Hashtag the Butler did it. Let's go. Malcolm Butler, you're a beast. Absolute beast. Couldn't be happier that we have him. Thank you, Malcolm Butler. You're a beast. So before halftime, Aaron Rodgers is still down, but 17-7 now instead of 10-7. So he needs to get a little, pride. As he hits Randall Cobb down the field. Wow, it's a little bit harder to bring him down than it looked when he was carrying Mark Barron and Coney Ely on his feet. So now 1st and 10 after that big play. Clock's still a ticking. Aaron Rodgers has his favorite weapon, Jordy Nelson, who absolutely spins out our entire defense and follows his blocks and walks into the end zone because all Madden is great. All Madden really needs to fix the disparity of people that can actually juke and people that couldn't, because he just juked our team like he was Barry Sanders and LaShawn McCoy all together in one person. Madden, can you please fix the disparity between people that could really juke and people that are just decent at juking? Please. So before halftime, it's 17-14. We were stupid and actually threw the ball and the clock was stopping. But we end up getting the pick. Marcus Williams with the pick. First pick of his career, right before halftime. So now here we go. The same audibles. That's why I didn't feel like showing you the whole process again. First down. Danny Woodhead. Bringing him back to Foxborough. We should honestly change his number. I'm going to change his number back to 39. That's what he should be. That's what he was when he was here in New England. So I'm going to change his number. Bow. Tom Brady, play action, hitting Gronk. So now here we go, deep in the red zone. Yeah, Gronk is happy. 7 receptions, 117 yards. Woo! Woo! Tom Brady hits Zach Zenner for the touchdown. That is honestly one of our go-to plays now this season. I'm really liking it. Hitting the flat. Really, it's just the flat routes because a lot of our receivers seem not to be able to get open as easily this season. The window's a lot tighter. It's not just because I'm mad, it's because our receivers are aging. So, I mean, that's just a fact. And now here we go, 3rd and 10 situation. Green Bay Packers have the ball. Aaron Rodgers, he needs to work his way back into this game. Randall Cobb gets a nice little gain right there. So it's 24-17, 2nd and 12 here. Aaron Rodgers, we force him to roll out. But Aaron Rodgers being Aaron Rodgers, and he hits the traitor, Michael Bennett. So now here they go. So the BLM sending them to a field goal. So that's very good defense once again. Tom Brady now standing up in the pocket. And he tries to thread the needle over the linebacker, and he just apparently can just turn around like it's nothing. Even though the ball didn't be thrown the way I wanted it to be thrown, and it gets picked off. So now it's 24-20 because our defense is playing absolutely amazing. And Tom Brady hits Julian Edelman. Woo! Woo! See, he's not as fast as last season. If he was as fast as last season, he would have been inside the 10. He's lost a step. But I mean, he's still a formidable receiver, so we've got to use him. And then Mike Daniels gets the sack because nobody can block him. Fantastic. We end up getting held to a field goal now, so now it's in the 4th quarter. Trading, a couple possessions. So now here they go at midfield. Oh, okay. So Aaron Rodgers is starting to heat up a little bit. But then we end up getting forced them to a 3rd down. Here they go, 3rd and 4. Jordy Nelson. Ooh! Oh, okay, yeah. So that fumble meant nothing. Forced fumble on Jordy Nelson meant nothing. They end up getting it back, so. But hey, held them to a 3rd and 4. Once again, defense is just playing so well in the red zone, man. Sack. Coney Ely with the sack. Honestly, if I was Green Bay, I'd go for it, but they don't. So 27-23, we end up wasting most of that clock. And then one more 1st down could pretty much give us the game as Tom Brady hits Gronk. And, yep, now they're forced to waste their timeout. Well, use their timeouts. But we end up making them waste all their timeouts, but we want to bury them. So Tom Brady hits my boy Paul Revis for the touchdown. Well, his first career touchdown, and a touchdown to ultimately seal the game. Woo! 33-23 lead over the Green Bay Packers with a minute left. That's game over. So Aaron Rodgers, before the game's over, he's trying to get some desperation plays. You know how it is. Accidentally hit the camera thing. But this is honestly the best angle for all this to happen. Devin McCourty. Woo! And bow. My boy is gone. Devin McCourty. That was honestly the best angle. Like, man, that angle running, that was nice. That made it look all nice and bittersweet. Great way to end the game. Obviously, the score doesn't implement how close the game actually truly was. But that was a strong finish. Proud of our team, man. That was just a great win. Devin McCourty putting the icing on the cake. So, that gets us the win. 41-23 over the Green Bay Packers. Tom Brady proven Aaron Rodgers that he's the better number 12 and that he's the GOAT. Not Aaron Rodgers' time yet. And Tom Brady just showed it, and probably their last clash, because I don't see the Packers make it to the Super Bowl in this franchise. Tom Brady proving that he is the better QB. Winning in good fashion in Lambeau. That's just fantastic. So here we go. 23 for 34, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. One was just completely our fault. The other one was just I forced it. So yeah, both were our fault. But anyways, run game wasn't as good from Bo Scarborough, but James White was still able to, get some production, so that was doing really good. Gronk was definitely the weapon today. Brandon Cooks wasn't fed as much, but he had that big touchdown. So that makes his stats look a bit better. Zach Zenner, Gronk, and Paul and Cooks all getting touchdowns. Gronk didn't even get a touchdown. He had a very good game. He just couldn't get in the zone. But hey, ultimately we won. Stats aren't gonna be that big of a deal since we won, man. That's all that truly matters. Dante Hightower leading our team in sacks. Devin McCourty and Mark Barron having the interceptions that you guys saw. And the sacks doing pretty well. So once again, that's another win. That's another, another tally in the win column this season. Really happy with how we're doing now. Ever since that first loss to the Dolphins, we bounced back well, and we need to keep it up. So I will see you guys next week. Deuces.